Hey guys, Rich here with Brotherhood Reviews, and we're back talking about One Piece chapter 1067, and I can't believe what I just read. Oh my god, Vegapunk is so cool. He's so cool. Like, I don't know what else to say. Only person I think can remove their brain, put it in something. We'll get to it when we get to it. But before we get into the breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. And thank you guys for the support, and let's get into it. So let's start off with the cover page. Caesar fights Sanji's dad, and yeah, I don't understand why they're fighting. Well, yeah, nah, they don't like each other really, but anyways, they're fighting, so this cover story is still going on. I wonder what's happening next. Now we get to learn a lot more about what's happening on Egghead. We get a little bit more information about Vegapunk himself. Jinbei's crew, Luffy, Bonnie, they're talking to like the main body, Vegapunk, who is like has just an apple on his head and a receiver, and he explains his abilities. So obviously he starts to get tongue-tied because he has this enormous tongue hanging out his mouth, but apparently he ate the brain fruit, which allows him to have an unlimited knowledge, unlimited bank of knowledge in his head, so he retains everything he's ever written, read, created, and so forth. Now ultimately he uses this as his advantage. His brain was getting too big to carry around, so he put it in one place, and it acts as a receiver to him and all the rest of the Vegapunks, and they go and like pretty much download all the information that they learned, studied, and created for that day into one place. And they do that, like, I believe he either said once a week or once a day. Now with that, he said that he gets 6 times as much work done, and if you put all the different personalities together, that makes up his main personality himself, but all of them are essentially him, just in different forms. Not only that, we get a lot of good information on the fact that the giant robot in the basement was sent around the time of the Fisherman Island revolution, and was brought it was sent to the Holy Land and to wreak havoc, but nobody understood how to do it. It was pretty much sentenced to be destroyed by the world government, but the scientists of the time threw it on this island to leave for the future. The main information we really get from this whole section is the fact that 200 years sent that robot. They still don't know who sent that robot, who had the technology to even get it started. We find out the Vega Force 1 is a replica of it, but they just couldn't get the eternal power source right. So that means, I think what Vegapunk is saying is that the power source is still like running inside of it. It's just off. So who knows if that robot's gonna just wake up again and like move, because he said it like was destroyed, but it doesn't look like completely destroyed. But I digress. Now we go to the main Straw Hats, because they're pretty much getting talked about the same information. Oh yeah, but before we get to that, Bonnie, obviously tries to attack Vegapunk and forcing him to turn her father back into a normal person. And you know, Vegapunk keeps just saying like, I really, you know, apologize, and I don't think he can, but like turn him back now, but at least stop him from being a slave. He could probably try and do that. But anyways, so yeah, so he tries to kill Vegapunk, but you know, they stop Bonnie before Bonnie does anything, and Vegapunk just pretty much continuously says like, you know, I'm sorry, what I did to Bonnie is like unforgivable. You know, Luffy has his little, yeah, you need to beg for her forgiveness, and he's like, you don't even know what's going on. So I think there's just more to it than Vegapunk just turning Kuma into a Cypher. Now, as we get into the Straw Hats that are with Shaka, they are watching Luffy talk to the main body of Vegapunk, and they're all saying, I think everything's good, and Shaka's explaining to them how through their research they think that the robot scaled the Grand Line in order to attack Marie Joie, so that means it was probably walking through the ocean for a very long time. That's actually probably what happened. Wherever the new kingdom was, or the old kingdom, it probably was walking under the ocean to the Grand Line, depending on how far it was, and then had to scale it to, and it could have taken like 700 years, and it just worked out that it happened around the time of the Fisherman Revolution. Just a little side thought. But anyways, so as the rest of the Straw Hats are watching, Shaka's explaining that they believe that the robot scaled the Red Line, and then they get notice that the CP0 is knocking on the door requesting permission to dock, and Shaka pretty much says, no, just leave our cipher and get it and turn around. And Shaka pretty much says everybody prepare for battle, because the world government is not gonna take no for an answer. And you know, I'm not worried about it, because Lucci obviously doesn't know Luffy's there. We also get a cut to the Revolutionary Army, because that Kuma starts wilding out, and Dragon yells at it and says, tell us where you want to go. So I'm thinking that Luffy might meet his dad. If not meet there, he's gonna send a few people over there to help them escape again. Kuma's always helping the Straw Hats escape. That's all I gotta say. So that's pretty much all the important things that happen. Yep. And so I can't wait. I can't wait. This is just getting way more intense every single time, and when this gets animated, it's gonna be amazing. But thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, and I hope you guys have a good day, time, night, whenever you guys are listening to this. Thank you.